15-minute yoga stretching today. The majority of our moves today are going to be down on the mat, so make for sure you have a mat or a towel, unless if you're really comfortable with the floor. But otherwise, we will go ahead and get started. We're going to begin. Make for sure we take some deep breaths. So breathe in, bring those hands up, and breathe out. As you breathe out, you're going to bend forward. Okay, so you're going to be hanging here, feeling that stretch in the back of your hamstring, feeling the stretch through your shoulders. Nice deep breaths as you push this through. One of the really important things with yoga and with stretching is our breath. So I'm going to be talking throughout this, but what I want you guys to be thinking about is breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Nice deep breaths. Okay, we're going to bring it up again. Inhale. As we bring it up, exhale. As we lower it down. Go ahead, let that head hang down towards the ground. Let your arms hang out. Make it feel as if you're bringing your arms, your shoulders out of your socket because you're just letting it hang. It's dead weight that is hanging in your upper body. You're really going to feel that stretch through your hamstrings. You're going to feel it through your shoulders. Let that head hang. Keep those deep breaths. One more time, let's breathe in as we bring it up. And exhale as we bring it down. Now that we've done that 3 times, you should be able to have a deeper stretch than you did the first time. So what I want you to do is take your arms, you're going to grab your elbows, your head is still hanging, you're going to take it side to side. Again, keep those deep breaths going. This is great to stretch our muscles, but this is also great for relaxation, to let go of the stresses that you have had this week, this morning, this day at work or at home or wherever, and let it go. Take these 15 minutes for yourself. Now, if you want, you can take your legs a little bit wider. Walk your hands over to the right. You can try to take your left hand and reach it towards that left foot. Again, taking those deep breaths as you go. Every single time you exhale, I want you to take that stretch just a tiny bit further. Now walk those hands over to the other side. Take that right hand, try to reach it all the way towards your left foot. Deep breath in. As you exhale, take that stretch just a tiny bit further. Good. Walk those hands to the center. Okay, I'm going to pivot with a 90 degrees, but you guys do not have to, unless if your mat is situated like mine is. So you're going to be like this on your mat. If you didn't have to move, you're going to be right where you were. So you are going to bring it back to the center, plant those hands down, and then you're either going to jump your feet back into a plank or walk it back in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold it right here in this plank. You can modify it if you want to put your knees down. That's just fine. Your choice. We're going to hold this plank. Nice deep breaths. We're incorporating a little bit of core here. As we go, we're going to hold it 15 more seconds. I want you to think about having a tight core, having control over this plank. 3, 2, 1. We're going to walk our feet here in plank position. So you're going to put that knee down towards the ground and alternate it. This is going to help stretch out those legs and add a little bit of intensity here to our plank. Let's walk it out. 6, 4, 2, 1. Good. Push it back into down dog. So what you're going to do is you're going here from plank. You're going to put your butt up in the air. You're going to put your heels down. Put your heels down as much as you can towards the ground. Mine are like, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. You're going to push into the ground through the palms and the fingertips of your hands, and then lift up with the butt. So you're going to think about three things. Number one, your hands are pushing into the ground, but we're not just going to shrug it down here because we're being pulled up towards the ceiling by our butt and through our shoulders, and you're also pushing those heels down. Your head is just hanging here. You can do a little bit of walking here as well. Bend that knee slightly. It's going to give us a little bit of a calf stretch. Okay, in just a second, you're going to take your right foot and you're going to bring it all the way up by your right hand. You can try to do it in one step, or you can shimmy it on up there, your choice. When you're ready, bring your right foot up by your right hand. So your right elbow is very close by your right knee. We're going to hold this position. You're going to feel this stretch. I'm losing the name of this muscle on your left side. It'll come to me in a second, but you're going to feel that stretch on your left side. Oh, it feels so good in like a hurt kind of way, right? Again, remember to keep breathing through it. You can modify this too. You can bring that bottom, the left knee down, and that will modify this exercise. Okay. Otherwise, we're going to take it up one more notch. You're going to take your right hand, extend it up towards the ceiling. You're also going to bring your eyes up towards the ceiling. Okay, so right hand is up in the air. We're looking over our right shoulder, up into the air. Left hand is down. Right knee is bent, and left foot is back there. Nice stretch all throughout this. Remember those deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Nice deep breaths. Good. You're going to bring that right hand back down. And then you're going to take your right foot back. We're going back into plank position. We're going to hold it here again for about 30 seconds. Again, feel free to modify this down to your knees. Your choice of where you want to be at. Keep those breaths going. As you're here in this plank position, look at your form. We want to make sure our hands are directly underneath our shoulders. We're not in too far. We're not out too wide. We're not way up. We're not way in. Nice solid plank. Now we're going to walk it out. If you're here on your knees, you don't really have to walk it out. You can just keep holding it. But if you are up on your toes, do a little bit of walking it out. Go back into that down dog. It's a nice transition, nice smooth transition from the plank to the down dog. Again, pushing down through your shoulders, through your hands into the ground, lifting that butt up towards the ceiling and pushing those heels down. So you're feeling the stretch through your calves, through your hamstrings, through your shoulders. It's awesome. All right, in a second, we're going to even ourselves out. So you're going to bring your left foot up by your left hand. Again, you can do it in one step or shimmy it on up there. When you're ready, bring it on up. We're going to even ourselves out now. So left hand is by left foot, and your left elbow is by your left knee. Hopefully everybody knows their rights and lefts because it helps a lot when it comes to this. Again, your right leg can be fully extended, or you can put that bottom knee down to modify this. You might notice as we even ourselves out that one side might be a little bit tighter or a little bit looser than the other. That is totally normal. You might be able to take your stretch further on one side than the other. Again, totally normal. This just helps us lengthen and stretch all of it. All right, so next up, we're going to take that left hand, put it up towards the ceiling, and take our gaze up towards the ceiling as well. Again, this right bottom knee can still be down, your choice. deep breaths as we go through it. Keep holding as we go through. Two more deep breaths as we hold. Good. Okay, let's bring that left hand down. Step your left foot back into plank again. We're going to hold here. All right, walk out those feet. Your shoulders might starting to be feel it. We're almost off of our shoulders, I promise. Push back into down dog. Push those heels down. Push through your shoulders, into your arms to the floor, into your hands to the floor, and bring that butt up. You should start to feel that you can take these stretches a little bit further. Your body might be shaking more, but you should be able to hold the stretch a little bit. All right, here in a second, we're going to take our right leg. We're going to bend our knee, bring it underneath our body, and bring that knee up towards where our hands are so we can do a pigeon stretch. Okay, so I'm going to take my right leg, bend it up, bring that knee in between my hands. I'm going to put my left foot down. So the top of my foot is now against the ground, and I'm here in pigeon pose. Okay, so you can hold this a couple different positions. You can stick it upright of where I'm at. So my hands are fully extended, my shoulders are up, my right cheek is not even down on the ground. Okay, if you want to advance that a little bit more, you're going to sit into a little bit more, bring your right cheek down some. If you still feel like, oh, I can go a little bit further, I feel it, but not that much. Then you're going to bring it down so your torso is laying on your right knee, and you might have your elbows down on the ground, or if you are a flexible little being, bring those hands up even more, and you could go so far as to fully going down. You're going to feel this stretch through your right glute. One of my favorite stretches. Hold this for one more breath. Okay, so we're going to come back up. Depending on where you were at, you're going to meet me right here. Those hands are on the ground, elbows are straightened. Tuck that back left toe so that you can go back into down dog. And we're going to take our right foot back there by our left. Back into down dog. We're going to do the same thing on the left. So again, you can walk out these hands here as we're here. We're going to take our left leg, bend our left knee, bring it up in between our hands. So we can do pigeon on the other side. Again, remember to put that right, untuck that toe, put the right toe back down. You can stay up here. You might do different on one side versus the other. You might want to go down to your elbows, might not. Wherever you want to be at, take this stretch so that you can feel the stretch. You should feel the stretch. It shouldn't be painful, but you should feel it like you're pushing up to that threshold. All right, we're almost done, guys. So bring it back up if you were down. If not, let's stay where you're at. Tuck that right toe. You can go back into down dog. Walk those feet out. This is our last time in down dog. Good. Move into plank. We're going to lower down. Then we're going to push back into child's pose. So your knees are bent, you are folded over, your toes are untucked. Forehead is down on your mat. Arms are fully extended in front of you. Hopefully you can hear me as I talk into my mat. Couple more deep breaths. This is our last pose for the day. Helps you stretch out that lower back and helps you relax as you get ready to re-enter into the world and into work. One more deep breath. Awesome. All right. Very good, guys. We just finished 15 minutes of yoga and stretching. Thanks for joining, and we will see you next time.